Tell us about your experience with Skillbridge, the whole program, the value to the service member in that program.
I first heard about Skillbridge 3 years before I retired. But you can actually work in a company for 6 months, and it's considered an interview, and it's to help you transition. And I worked in the education office counseling airmen on opportunities to get them to that next step and what they wanted to do. And so I attended a lot of the briefings, and I was like, you know what, this is something I definitely want to do. And when it came closer time for me to retire, I knew it was something I needed so that I could plug in that last piece. You know, when you talk about separating, you talk about retiring, there's all of these different things. How do I interview? What do I say? What do I want to be when I grow up? What job do I want to go into? And even if you have all of that figured out, there's still this barrier that comes with not having connections in the civilian sector. Out of all of my military experience, who's going to take a chance on me? These companies on the Skillbridge website are willing to take a chance and open their heart and their minds and their companies to the military experience that we have to offer. I diligently just looked at the Skillbridge website. What's out there? What companies are out there? What companies are available? Let me, throw some lines out there and see what happens. And sure enough, I am going through the Skillbridge website and I see Learning and Development Specialist Skillbridge, and I said, okay, I hadn't seen it before. And mind you, I was diligently every other day, looking at the Skillbridge site, and it just kind of popped up. And surprisingly, you called back.
Yeah.
Quicker than what I was expecting.
Yep.
So, that started our, connection and our relationship. And I really feel like it was meant to be, because the role that I did in the military, actually being able to translate to the outside, and the description of the job was everything I had done.
You were one of the earliest Skillbridge people we had come through the program. And one of the conversations, while you were diligently looking at opportunities inside of Skillbridge, we build unique training plans based on the position.
Yep.
I don't know how to build training plans. It's not part of my job description. I don't really know how to do that kind of thing. What do we do to do this? Why don't we use Skillbridge to build Skillbridge? We put that role out, and then your resume showed up, and it was like, this is who we're looking for.
So Learning and Development Specialist, I do a lot of leadership training. So we build leadership training for our accountant directors or our multifamily directors that are emerging into these new roles. And so I really believe in the work that I'm doing. I'm building career paths for people that may not necessarily be fit for the military, or people that may not come from the same economic background that, some of our high-end business leaders have come from.
Right.
I'm building careers for the same type of people that I grew up in Chicago.
Right.
And that to me is everything.